Okay, so today we are working with implementing IIS web service. What is IIS web service? IIS web service is implementing internet information website service. Web service means, suppose maybe we are working in Panis. So Panis has web developer, who developed the website. So he developed the website and you are the network administrator. So he will give to you to deploy on the server. So you have to he will create and you have to deploy, because when you will deploy on the server, because it will collaborate, maybe he will create a website, right? So your website name will be www.panis.com, right? So, and Panis, where is the Panis server? Panis, you have this server as a Panis, right? So you have to deploy here. So when the client will open website, he will get web server. So web server is developed by web developer and you have to deploy it. Okay. So these things what we are going to work on, all this deployment, SSL certificates and all. For deploying web server, you need these small some feature, right? So Internet Information Service, IIS, right? Formerly it was known as the Internet Information Server in the old servers, okay? And in NTs it was just running as a IIS support, not like IIS web server like this. And when we run this web server, right, now web server will provide you HTTPS, HTTP, HTTP and HTTPS, FTP, FTPS, not SMTP and NNTP, because in the new server they have made another service for SMTP and NNTP, but in the older servers, right, IIS was supporting this all, SMTP also. So you can see here, not I, you can say SMTP and NNTP is supported by another service. SMTP is what? Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, and NNTP is what? Network News Transfer Protocol. So this is for mailing system and this is for web system. Okay. FTP is what? File Transfer Protocol. When we want to make file server, so you make FTP server. So how you access FTP server? When we access a website, we write HTTP www something like this, right? FTP server, FTP like this. So FTP server for file server. So IIS service is collaborated with some other Microsoft applications, which is known as Microsoft SharePoint, Microsoft Visual Studio, okay, Microsoft WebDAV. Okay, so we are not going to work with SharePoint. It's just giving introduction that it is collaborated with some other applications. So we are just working on IIS. Okay, web deploy. What is website deployment? Website deployment is an extension of a client server tool and the configuration of, what you can say, maybe delete this. This is not important. Okay, so you can say it's a web deployment, or it's a web deployment is a feature which is used to deploy a web service for public access or private access, right? And whenever you deploy the website, so website deployment is based on ASP.NET, PHP and the IIS service. So it's a combination of, yes, IIS service is the combination of HTM, HTM and HTML.
The two services running for this. IIS is the new and the most powerful web server to deploy the web applications, right? So Microsoft is telling that IIS is the most powerful Microsoft application server for hosting the websites. Okay. Why is powerful? Because Microsoft has its own engine to work with the IIS. Means Microsoft is not dependent on other services to deploy IIS. Everything is of Microsoft. Okay. See, Cisco. When you run the Cisco router has its own iOS, but the iOS is running on the behalf of Linux. iOS is based on Linux, but these things are my engines are used by Microsoft own applications. That's why it is faster than others. Okay. Now, so what is the requirement? You need the website uh, folder. Okay. So maybe the developer will give you the website folder. What you have to do? You have to come here. Maybe this is your server. So what is the requirement? The requirement is you need server with Active Directory and you need DNS. The two things must be running on your server, because when you will go outside, when you will run, so DNS must be working for that one. Okay. Now I'm going to show you the first step, simple web deployment. So I'll come here. So in C drive you need that web deployment, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this both, and I'll paste it here. Okay, so I have the web server content here, web server 1, web server 2. Okay. So now let's verify your Active Directory first. So open Active Directory users and computer. So I have my Active Directory running very well. Now I have to verify my DNS. DNS is also running very well, ist.com, and my reverse lookup is working fine. If you want to verify, you run nslookup. Okay. So this is the basic thing what you have to check. After that the configuration will start. So in the configuration what it will start, you have to install the web server role. So click here, add roles and features. Next. It is role based feature installation. Next. Where are you going to install? I'm going to install on Yaoundé DC1 server. Next. What you want to install? So I want to install web server IIS. Okay, so automatically the features will be added to this one. Next. Okay, next here, and here are some features which is needed to be added here. Okay, so what is required here in features? Dynamic content compression. Okay. Yes. Web server. So you need dynamic content compression, you need basic authentication for the authentication. Okay, and Windows authentication. You find out Windows, see, dynamic content compression, basic authentication, Windows authentication, and IIS 6 management
compatibility.
this you have to install this. Okay, and then this next and install.
Very simple process I am making you. The first process.
Okay, and keep in mind what I told you here. You need Active Directory, you need DNS, and you need public IP address to host it. Okay, because when the people will access in internet, they need public IP address. C'est bon? See, these process of it depends on your system memories. See, it's 2 GB, then it's taking time, and in your system, if it will be 1 GB, it will take time. So don't get panic. Why it's taking time? Okay, because system take time depending on your server capability. So see the IaaS web service is installed here. So click close. After close, we need to configure it, right? So we'll come here to tools and we'll go to IaaS. See this Internet Information Service IaaS Manager. Open it. See, this is your server where you are hosting, right? Now if you'll come here, by default there is one default website running. Okay, if you want to verify that default website, right click, browse it. See, this is the default website. This is the default website which is running with the IS. This is a website, but default. Okay, and now this website is running on localhost. Localhost means on this computer, and on this computer, how many IP address you have? Dosa. One. And what is the IP address? 10.1, right? So this 10.1 IP address is automatically associated with this one. So what you have to do, because you are going to deploy another one, right? So you have to right click and you have to go to manage and you have to stop it. If you have IP, you can buy multiple IP address and you can add on the interface. You know that one. But I have only one, so I'll stop this one, and then I'll go on site, right click, add website. What will be the name of your website? www.iist.com. Why iist.com? Because my server and domain is installed on IIST, right? And why IIST? Because my DNS is also configured as a IIST zone. That's why. Then I'm going to physical path, means where is that folder associated. So I'll go here, browse. I'll go in my C drive and I'm going to website 1 and OK. And then I'll click here that if somebody will try to access my website, right? So there are two type of website. One is publicly open for everyone, and one is not publicly open for everyone. You need credential. Like I want to open a bank website, right? So bank website has two website. One is information website and one is login website. So information website
when the people will connect, right? So by default there is a hidden credential. So if I want to open a Google, right, do Google ask for username and password? No. But inside, in the background, they ask username and password and automatically it is allowed.
How it is allowed? See here. Connect the website as set who is. Who can open this website? Any user.
Can open this website, because when the website wants to open, he need credential and I have already given the credential. So you don't need to give credential.
You just click OK and click OK and test the settings. See, authentication pass and
Authorization pass.
then click close. See, so website will be
Connected
connected
as a
administrator. Now the website is deployed on, what is the website? HTTP, and the website will be deployed on this IP address and the port number will be this one. And what will be the, see example, what the website will be? www dot ist.com, and then start the website immediately. Yes, let's go. Click OK. And then what we have to do? Right click, go to manage and restart it. After restarting, we have to go here to server manager and in tools.
DNS.
In DNS, we'll go here to the forward lookup zone. Right click, new alias, means it is used for creating two name. What is the name of this server? Fully qualified name, yaoundedc1.ist.com.
So do you open like this any website? No, we just write www something.
So we need to create www.
Www is not automatic.
So right click, alias, see this ist, www. So wwwist
Is the name now in public.
So when people will use this one, the request will come and translated with which computer? So it will come to translate with this one. So actual is this one and this is the second
Conical name, fake name.
So when the people will run this one, so it will come in the DNS
To resolve with this one.
refresh it. Now come here to the client system. Now client system need to be communicated with server. So let's ping 192.168.10.1.
Communication is running.
Now open your Google Chrome.
You have to install Google Chrome because I logged in with administrator.
With administrator, Internet Explorer is not allowed.
Huh?
Yes, see, Internet Explorer is not allowed. Okay, so better install Chrome. So what I have to write here? www dot ist.com, enter. See, your website is running on ist.com and see, this is the website. Okay, you have many things about whatever. Okay, so this is the template, so nothing has been configured. Okay,
So this is a single page.
but if you have a website, it will be very good.
Means page will be for
Some website, see, if you'll see my website, the size of the website is I think in KB or MB, I think. But if you'll see the real website, see how much it's
in KB. But if you'll see the real website, someone is
like 1 GB data because it's have multiple pages, multiple contents like that. So this is your normal website deployment is completed. Okay, normal website deployment is completed. Okay, now we'll work on some other
website deployment of in the next video.
okay. Even if you will see here in the server, let me come here. In the server also, if you'll open this one, right?
This is the website running, right?
Right click, and if you'll come to manage website and browse it, before deploying you browse and check if it is working on your local system, then it will work on another means then you can deploy. It's not that it is not working here and you are trying to deploy. See, so if it is working here, then you can deploy it. Okay,
so this is the basic website deployment.